actually all favoring Team Cloud. We've heard that Nomad so far through the entirety of the season. He's been a big Team Cloud fanboy, so there's real no surprise he's favoring them.
Hold on, though.
Hang on.
5 on 5.
Hey, what's going on here? 5 on 5 before the horn and butterfly effect. This is not how you're hoping to start your tiebreakers, as Andy's going to go down as well. So, all right, panel, what's going on?
I mean, I think you're generally pretty happy with that on Poke if you're able to get a couple of quick kills. And, well, like Lizard said, Lenfair Cest Les Outers is going to be... And he's been really good with his micro so far as well, just constantly denying his own Eidolons whenever Run Fudao has been able to try and move forward and use some of those right clicks, because the Faceless Void is going to do absolutely nothing against those Eidolons.
Mid lane, small KK. Can he actually turn it back around? Stun's going to be off the mark, and as a result of that, that'll cost him his own life. Butterfly Effect is able to chase him down, so a nice kill for the Death Prophet. Meanwhile, top lane as well, Cloud, they'll find their second kill in a span of a couple of seconds. Ranfu's going to try and get some revenge. The leap sets up perfectly for the point blank arrow. So the Mirana is going to be able to snag the kill and might even get the D-ward as well.
Man, Ranfu has done so much with this rotation. He took a water rune, he killed a courier with a magic stick lane domination. So we'll see if Run Fudao with this movement back towards the bottom side is going to be able to do anything to stop it, because he's a little bit forward here on CSJ.
I wonder if they look to get aggressive when the Eidolons expire. But you see CSJ starting to position a little bit more cautiously. Top lane, Starif and Killer are going out at the moment. And well, Starif with the combination of Andy's damage, it's enough to get a pretty big kill onto Killer. Eren should get a return kill nonetheless though. So you spoke about earlier the importance of like a Shadow Demon being able to find those kind of defensive items to help with his positioning in team fights. And well, that solo experience is amount out of the map as well.
Will they though? I wonder if he's just going to TP back towards the top side with full mana and now try and deal with this this Broodmother push, because again, he doesn't have a lot of mana to play with, but instead looks like they want to commit on to this mid lane with the Exo up for the second time.
Oh, nice banishment, and the arrow onto Butterfly Effect as well. Let's see how tanky Small KK is truly going to be, and well, at this stage of the game, it's not enough. And now Butterfly Effect, he look to charge on over towards Eren. There's nothing they can do to hold back the Death Prophet. Butterfly Effect, great use of that second exorcism. They're even considering about chasing down Ranfu, but they won't have a way to control the Mirage.
Pretty early on into the piece, but I do feel like Andy has probably a little bit higher priorities to come through. Like, you're a Morphling, you want to have that Manta style, you want that BKB, you want Ags, you want Skadi.
Oh, look at this smoke. Effective. Lonfer's going to try and drop the Chrono. They weren't able to find the Attribute ship, but the arrow gets tanked. It's not enough, or is it? Andy stays alive thanks to the Solar Guardian. Now all of Cloud, they've shown up to take the team fight. What a defensive play. Mercy was able to tank the arrow. It gave them enough time for the boys to come and the Solar Guardian to keep Andy alive. That was just beautiful out of the supports.
I mean, you and me were chatting during the draft phase. I was all on the Cloud train just because I feel like they have the answers to 90% of what...
There was absolutely no opportunity for him to be able to get away, and...
Can they go high ground off of this? I know it's early, and they probably won't, but I mean, you don't have Chrono, you have a big creep wave on the bottom side with a fresh Exo 2 popped, Black Hole.
They're looking for mid instead. Okay. Solar Guardian, as soon as the banishment expires, so they'll get the stun. And Small KK, unfortunately, is not going to be able to heal back up off the Bloodstone active. They're looking for the wraparound as well. CSJ has got the Black Ult already, but it looks like they won't even require it. Ranfu's completely out of leap charge as a toss back into the silence once again. As Butterfly Effect is up to a killing spree, and we just saw how active they were across the map. You get the kill down bottom, claim the tier 2, then instantly they look to mid to try and stop that push that was going on from Poe.
This middle lane go for a big wraparound. They've still got this Observer Ward that Eren is standing on top of. He's under the cover of Invis right now, but they actually look to be getting a kill onto this Tiny here.
Oh, he got the blink away. a little bit too late here with the arrow.
That's the prime
They'll
target
get
you
the
want.
easy toss back onto Aaron. Purge is still going to be out, so Butterfly Effect controlled for the moment, and Lonfer finds an angle for the Chronosphere, but the Solar Guardian just repairing all of the initial damage, but it sets up for the double stun as Small KK. They're going to be cautious though. The Black Hole dropped the middle, the BKB protecting him. Small KK, he's out of mana though. Is it going to have too many resources to potentially turn the team fight back around? The Greaves will come into play. Can he stay alive long enough for the Bloodstone to come back up? And that's not the case, but off the back of the buybacks, Poke, they're looking to turn this one around, but simultaneously, Andy just having a completely free fight, waveforming over the tree line without a care in the world. But it looks like the control is...
Save outside of the Shadow Demon Q, which he was in the grave. Doesn't feel that great, does it?
Top lane, back live. They're going to see Faceless Void under the lane. Andy and Mercy together. 1400 health for the Faceless Void. Let's see if it's going to be enough damage coming out from the boys on Die to blow him up. And with the help of the Solar Guardian, it will indeed be. Now CSJ, well, they're going to be cautious though, because actually the boys on Radiant, they feel like they're strong enough to take a team fight down their carry.
This is just the fight.
Strike's going to look to enter the fight. Easy kill onto start, but like you said, that is just a position 5. They need to get more out of this. They're going to try and attempt it with a smoke. And he's not an easy man to bring down at all, and it's actually going to enable them to jump the backline. They weren't protecting Mercy. They have a whole lot of value in this game. Something that you probably hoping to get a little bit more out of for Poke, but we'll see if they're going to be able to read the smoke, and it's not the case. Mercy knows exactly where the Shadow Demon was with the poisons from the high ground, so they're going to jump, and that pickoff probably is enough for them to look to walk into the pit.
Was playing a pub last night, and it felt like I was priority number 1 every single time, despite being a support. And it really feels like that is exactly what Aaron is experiencing right now.
Lonfer? Oh no. Lonfer just caught out on the high ground. No hesitation. CSJ hasn't really found too many opportunities for the Black Hole, but a Faceless Void alone like that is more than happy to try and commit the ultimate and look to now go back into Roche.
Yeah. I mean, again, without Shadow Demon there isn't really any save. Without the Leshrac trying to pump in a little bit of damage going the other way.
Oh, Mercy as well.
Strong. And yeah.
Just the vision game. That's what it is right now. The vision that Cloud's playing with, just enabling Mercy to find the jump. And now you've got multiple heroes to be able to follow up on this tiny initiation.
And you've got something to enable Andy to play a little bit more aggressively.
Worried, in fact, considering about waveforming onto the high ground.
Seconds.
They're not going to have too long to work with this second life. They'd love to get a little bit of extra damage into the tier 3 tower, but with that Skadi, we see all the bonus stats that he can play with. They're actually even going to commit. I mean, they've 20 seconds without the Void.
Oh, they're trying to find the SD again, and look at that. As soon as he reveals, even for a split second on the map, they look to chase him down. This is how important Aaron was.
If they want to go on the arrow, they might.
Okay.
All right, Small KK is able to jump in. Now, Butterfly Effect might be in some trouble as well. Doesn't have any Spirit Siphon charges left, so Cloud, they need to look to retreat. Aaron, it's a big target if they're able to bring him down. They'll drop the ward as well. Look at the priority they're trying to put on the Shadow Demon. Mercy's able to find the Yules, holding him into place for the moment, so SD's going to be okay. Off to the left side, throw the Hex. Andy protected with the Solar Guardian. They're still going to lay down the Chrono, but look at the Solar Guardian keeping him healthy enough. And now CSJ, that's the Black Hole they've been waiting for, but the Banishment keeps Small KK alive for the moment. Void's going to look to try and set himself off the back of round 2, but they won't have a Lesh for this team fight. As now Andy, he can look to Time Walk over the top. They're lacking the control to deal with the Broodmother. He's even going to waveform further and further, chasing down Lonfer. But a buyback will come out of Small KK. They've got to be cautious. Even Lonfer's going to buy back as well. So Cloud, you need to cut your losses, but you need some way to protect Andy. Mercy's going to try and do whatever he can, but there was not even a use of an avalanche. Andy goes down. Now Mercy might be in trouble as well. They're even going to smoke to just try and close the distance that much faster. A Blinks. Where's the Lash? Andy's okay. Playing with a decent chunk of health. I think he was actually able to find the attribute shift before Killer got in range, and now they're going to turn to the He just pulled back. You need to try and protect the Shadow Demon who just brought back Aaron. Continuing to get chased out of the south, but CSJ flying to Black Hole onto 2. Butterfly Effect is going to be able to follow up with the damage to waveform into the middle as well. The Morphling, he didn't go down. The Morphling didn't die. Finds an opportunity for the Chronosphere. But the Solar Guardian repairs all the damage. It'll keep the Morphling alive long enough. And he's going to be able to reposition out the... Killer's not going to be long for this world. Glimmer Cape actually gives him some time to reset. They're thinking about going back in. Small KK. He's starting to beeline to the neighborhood. Observer Ward drop down. They'll get the jump. There's the Hex. The follow-up chain control. It's enough. They'll use another round of the Hex onto the Death Prophet. Uh-oh. Cloud crumbling under this late game pressure.
Yeah, even with it, super creep.
Yeah. Crazy to be at this stage at a 50-minute stage game. We're going to see Cloud actually look to try and smoke. Playing behind Butterfly Effect at the moment. Right, they are starting to move down to maybe set up on the Death Prophet inside the lane, but meanwhile towards a higher ground. Mercy is going to be off the mark and
catches 2.
He can set up with the Chronosphere. We see once again the Solar Guardian protect them inside, but the Hex going to come out the last second. Is it enough to keep the Morphling alive? It's not. They won't have Andy, now CSJ. He's not even going to be able to use the second round of the Black Hole as the boys on Poke just instantly turn to deal with the Enigma. They will not be able to stop the TP out from Starve inside the lane. Killer also will not be able to catch Butterfly Effect as well, but...
He has a basher as well. Killer almost was able to...
Instantaneously is... this late game execution. Seems like Cloud just aren't up to par with Poke at the moment.
Well, certainly not. As they're actually going to place the Observer Ward a little bit too close to the true sight provided by the Dire base, but, well, they're looking to try and find a pickoff before this Morphling's alive.
What can you do, CSJ? What can CSJ do but Small KK? He starts to fight onto the Enigma.
Oh, he's got it now.
He doesn't have a buyback.
It just came
up.
up.
And now they're on Butterfly Effect as well. The bashes are raining down.
Enigma?
He's going to be okay for the moment. Trying to get the life steal, but it's not enough. Over to Star if they go. And this defense is... Oh, okay. He got the buyback gold. CSJ. Can he find an opening for the Black Hole? You bet he can! On to 3 with Andy nearby to pump in the damage. They'll stand strong. They'll hold the base for the moment, but they got to be cautious. Can they continue to chase down Lonfer? And it looks like that'll be the case. The Faceless Void. Well, they're looking to buy back. Small KK along with the Faceless Void.
They made a lot of TPs to that, waiting a long time with that buyback as well. It came up a couple of seconds after he died. And I was thinking, you gotta save your Death Prophet, man. When's it coming? When's it coming? It never did until they just committed a little bit too far past those tier 4 towers as they look to go for a pickoff here.
Yeah. A start.
No BKB.
And he's gone again. The Solar Guardian, it's just not enough at this stage of the game. Andy, he got straight back into the middle, but an instant use of the Crow for Lonfer is not messing around. That's a dieback out of Andy's Morphling. As Mercy was hoping for a toss back inside the base, but the G's are going to be called, and Poke somehow in this best of 1 will find a way back into this game and take it in 53 minutes.
Man, they were...
The chicken tenders. So
Ramfu might be in a little bit of danger.
Says, can you find the angle for the speed? Unfortunately, it's on level 1, so it doesn't have the greatest range to be able to connect onto a tree or a wall. It does bring Molasses out of the lane, so some CS is going to be missed and some free space given over to Lonfer as well, who, of course, as a... First blood's going to be picked up from Marblue, so was actually still able to chase down the Lich and be able to find the kill. So that's pretty nice considering this Lich has still got 3 Mangos, 3 Tangos, and a Self. So the fact that he's going to go back to base kind of without a pseudo reset for his...
Baron's actually come down to the bottom side. They want a quick kill.
And they should be able to find it, although the spear...
Nice timing.
Pins the Marcy up to the tree, so the first unleash of the game is not going to be able to provide them a kill in our TZ's going to look to step in as well. Even the arena from Molasses
well worth it.
Holds Aaron inside the walls. They'll get the spear An easy second kill for them to find. TZ does maybe step up a little bit too far, but the kills give Marblu enough experience for the level 6. Now with the Bedlam chasing down Lonfer. He'll run inside the Bramble. The damage, it's just not enough though. Lonfer, he's going to be able to stay alive, but it looks like Small KK will find the cleanup. So in the end, a 2 for 2. The Treant Protector also went down.
Exo's just running.
Very nicely done from Marblu. Just use the Terrorize at the last second. And they're going to be able to zone them away. So tower will go down bottom lane, giving Molasses actually enough gold towards the Blink Dagger. Meanwhile, inside the river, though, a long zip. Small KK is going to be able to close the distance onto YRG, but very similarly to last time, it looks like they're going to be lacking the damage.
Overgrowth.
Lonfer, without the Unleash to be able to blow him up, and TZ will find an opening for the Overgrowth, stopping the retreat short as... I mean, when are they going to learn, Denog? This hero on the Death Prophet, you are not an easy man to bring down. And now Molasses with the wraparound as well. From bottom to mid, the Mars goes, utilizing the arena as soon as it comes off cooldown to grant them another kill.
Yeah, 4 for 1. Still haven't even used the Exo. Has the freedom to be able to go back to this lane and just put the living armor onto the tower. They don't even have a single point in the Nature's Grasp either, so this tower is really vulnerable to not actually having the wave pushed out. Another Bedlam onto the Marcy.
And potentially another kill as well. Lonfer's actually able to turn it back around. A lot of life still coming off the back of that. They've got the Laguna Blade ready to try and cut away the health. Molasses jumps over the top and now is able to turn it onto the Lina as well. Simultaneously though, mid lane. Alright. I mean, we're seeing they've even tried 4 heroes to bring down the Death Prophet, and this time all they needed was 3.
Because Treant's priorities were elsewhere, right? He was looking to try and get some kills. You didn't have the Terrorize to be able to push her away. Actually going for a decent level zip here. Marblu coming for a bit of the save.
This could be scary. They've got Arena and Terrorize at the ready. Marblu, oh, they stole the Arena though. Beautifully done from Eren with the quick fingers. They're still going to get a little bit of damage out of the combination. Exo popped on the outskirts and YRG. Oh, kind of a unforced Exo usage there, not even really needing that Death Prophet ultimate, so a pretty heavy commitment gave from that attempt.
Very, very important to stop this Lina from scaling. They might even be able to pick off a Mars as well, or at the very least, force some of these spells out to enable Killer to go in deep. I mean, this is a very heavily committed Broodmother. I think he wants to take advantage of the fact that he can only do this for the next little bit.
Onto Marblu, they're going to look to target. The Terrorize not there, but Molasses, okay. A beautiful spear onto 2 with the Overgrowth follow-up as well, but where's the damage? The Crypt Swarm at the last second helps and brings down the cause. Beautifully done from Molasses, finds the ankle to lay the spear down. He's going to miss this Treant Protector. Lina's even going to look to reveal her positioning as well.
I think they just need to wait for the BKB on the Storm before they can look to make anything happen.
Oh, who do they want to jump? Molasses off to the right side. Finds Killer, but the spear's going to be off the mark. The follow-up, Eren's going to be able to try and disrupt that with the telekinesis, sending the Lina up to the sky. 2 fights breaking out simultaneously, but it's going to be Dire that are happy to start, but not unless YRG goes down and Terrorize to buy him some time. Bloodfirst's going to jump into the middle, but again, the LSA protecting YRG. It'll get stolen, but it will not be enough to keep Lonfer alive.
All 3 cores going down there. Costs just a glyph as well, so not going to get any sort of tower damage done through, but I don't know. Feels like just starting to recover now with that Battle Fury picked up. He's still 1,000 gold away from being able to get that BKB for himself and provide a little bit of save for the Overgrowth in particular.
Well, smoke on smoke.
I like the way they're
turning point,
right? They're also half covering the Marcy with that rotation, right, towards the top side.
Smoke's gonna pop. Inside the tree line, they'll be able to catch out Killer. Eren nearby to try and disrupt, but unfortunately, they will not be able to do so. Back inside the lane, though, they've also caught up the Lina. BKB just got delivered. Is it going to be enough to keep it alive? It's not. Lina will go down, and the Storm Spirit, the TP gets cancelled thanks to the Overgrowth.
He's got a zip, though.
Now, he's still got plenty of mana to be able to play with, though, so Storm will be able to zip away. But unfortunately, Ranfu, well, he will not have the same capability.
Really want to see Aaron pick up an Aghanim shard here. It's not going to be amazing at being able to deal with things like the spear, for example.
And I have a really good ward at the triangle to work with, though, so they might still consider about sticking around.
Yeah,
they see Killer and small KK. There's so much information for them on this push if they want to try and use it.
Tower is under attack.
Looks like the pings are coming out. They're kind of aware of the positioning.
Well, that'll give information about it.
Though. They're going to try and target down with the Rubik at the moment. Laguna Blade instantly gets rid of the help, but they've got to respect the chain force bouncing back and forth. The damage is starting to rack up, but Marcy didn't pop. BKB enters the team fight into an instant stun. That item you were hoping was going to turn this game around, unfortunately results in them losing another team fight.
And that was with the arcade.
Zip in, who they caught out? Small KK onto Molasses. BKB's coming up in 5 seconds here for the Mars. TZ's going to try and protect him as well. Living armor, is it enough? No way, Molasses stays alive. Killer's going to try and show up as well, but they're not on top of the Lina. The Chain Frost once again bouncing back and forth. Lina's going to be able to stand strong under the cover of the BKB. They're doing such a great job to kite the Marcy, but they haven't addressed Small KK. He's still got a little bit more mana pool to play with and zip on forward to get their second kill.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, Overgrowth was up in just another second or two. They might take this so quickly.
Let's see if they're going to get in the neighborhood fast enough. Killer can maybe scout this, but Roche, it's going to go down before they're even close enough. So Molasses, he denied the Aegis. Oh no, Aegis got denied. They're going to try and take the fight. Jump over towards Killer. The Broodmother soaking up plenty of damage, and they know the Lina has no Aegis, so they're just going to try and target down the main damage source, blowing her up. And now Lonfer, he might have a free fight, but Small KK, he will not have the same fate. The Storm Spirit chased down in the end, a 2-for-2, and
well, Satanic's finished up, and he's going into the overwhelming blink now, so man wants to be strong as hell with all that strength gain coming through on Molasses.
Oh, they get killed. Oh, no, what? Speed just off the mark. Molasses will try and stand strong off the back of the Satanic.
I don't know if you kill Killer.
Lina just 2-hits the Rubik, and now it's going to look to enter with a glide. They're setting up for the LSA. Oh, they make quick amends of what occurred around the Roche pit as the boys are Meteor. An incredibly well-executed fight from them. They'll get a tier 2, and they're probably going to look to go high ground as... When was their series? Let's see. Someone's going to help us.
Poke
versus Cloud.
Yeah.
Oh, Penel, what would we do without you?
Thank you,
You guys are
Penel.
the best. Penel. Minus Lizard, he didn't help us. Screw that guy.
Penelope, that's what we like to call the panel.
Penelope. Hey, Denog. We got a major starting soon, man.
We do.
This is a exciting time for Dota. I mean, every time the major comes around, it gets closer and closer. Like a couple days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. I'm like, holy shit, we're about to see some of the best Dota we'll get in months.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited.